Hi everyone, this is the tutorial for Mystical Magical. My name's Billy from Piano and Pies. Let's get stuck straight in. To play the song the easiest, we need a capo on the 4th fret. If you're in need of a capo, there is a link to one in the description below, so feel free to check that out. However, let's dig in with the start of the song. Now the start of the song has 2 chords that we need, and the first chord is an A minor. Now all these numbers for this chord are in reference to the capo, and we start off with an open A string, 2 on the D and G strings, 1 on the B, and an open E string. We won't play the low E string for A minor. The other chord that we need for the introduction is the G major chord, which is a 3 on the E string, 2 on the A, 0, 0, 0 on the D, G, B, and then a 3 on the high E. If you're used to playing G with your ring finger on fret 3 of the B string, that's absolutely fine. It's just 2 different voicings of the same chord. Either will work. Now what's going to happen is we're going to cycle between those 2 chords 2 times. Now I did say the introduction, what I really mean is the first verse. That's when Benson starts singing. And what we can do is this. And in terms of strumming, what we have is down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up for each chord. If you prefer to count along, you'd have 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Now, as there's no obvious guitar part in this song, I've made that string pattern up, and I think that works really, really well with the track. Of course, you can make your own up, but if you want to follow something that works really well, use that pattern there. Down, down, up, down, up, throughout the full song. So once you've played through that part twice, you get to the pre-chorus, and the great thing about the pre-chorus is that it's exactly the same, A minor to G 2 times round. We then get to the chorus, and the chorus is a lot different. So there's some new chords, there's a new section of chord progressions. So it's worth mentioning that if you want the chord chart for this, which has all of the chords with the full structure, as well as another sheet with the chords and lyrics matched up, let's say you want to sing along or play along, then head on over to Patreon. I've got you covered. For the price of a coffee, you get access to this song, as well as over 550 other songs of the latest releases, including a good few of Benson's songs, in fact. So yeah, feel free to check that out, links in the description. The chorus starts off with A minor, so we already know that chord. However, we'll only play that strumming pattern once for the A minor, unlike the verse and the pre-chorus where it was twice, just once for the chorus, because we then move to D major. Now, D major, if we're not sure of that chord, is an open D string, 2 on the G, 3 on the B, 2 on the high E. We won't play the low E and A strings for that chord. We then go to G major, which we already know. And then this chord, which is E minor, which is an open E string, 2 on the A and D strings, and then 0 on the remaining strings. So the first part of the chorus is A minor to D, G to E minor. Now, you'll play that set of chords 2 times round, but then the 3rd time round, there's a slight change. So yeah, it might be worth either giving it a go, trying to write it down, or yeah, just follow the sheet if you've got it over on Patreon, because that makes it super easy, makes it so that you don't have to try and memorize it or, you know, write down and potentially make a mistake. However, the 3rd time round the chorus goes from A minor to D, and then stays on G. Then the final time round, A minor to D, G to E minor. So there's a lot going on with that chorus. A minor to D, G to E minor 2 times, then A minor to D, and then 2 lots of G, and then A minor to D, G, E minor. Absolute ton of chords there. So yeah, keep an eye out for that part, because there's a lot going on. There is then good news, we have a lot of repetition going on. Looking over to my chord chart, we have a second verse, which is literally the same as the first, where we have A minor and then G 2 times round. We then have another pre-chorus, A minor G 2 times round. We then have a chorus, which is exactly the same as the first chorus. So up to now, things are just repeating. However, we then get to a bridge section of sorts. And the bridge section, which I can never get out properly, is A minor to D and 2 lots of G, followed by A minor, D, G, and E minor. That's a bridge section. Oh, one day I'll get that right. And then at the very end of the song, there is a bit of an outro, and the outro is just simply A minor to D and 2 lots of G. And if you can play that right, you get yourself to the end of the song. And there we go, that's everything you need to get through this song. Really, really nice song by Benson Boone. If you are interested in that extra material over on Patreon, like I said, links are in the description. Price of a coffee, you get access to everything, plus well over 550 songs of the latest releases. I also want to say thanks to the people on the screen who are my active patrons. There are well over 100 of us now, and yeah, the moment this video goes live, they will get access to that content straight away. So thanks to them for their support, thanks to you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.